Have you ever wondered where your consciousness travels when you close your eyes and drift into sleep? As your body lies still, quietly resting and renewing itself, does your mind simply turn off? Or does it embark on a journey beyond your waking imagination? Sleep has always been considered a simple act of restoration, a nightly reset for our physical and mental well-being. But if sleep was only about resting, why do we experience dreams that are often more vivid, emotional, and meaningful than our waking lives? How is it that we awaken with profound memories of worlds that feel so real, they linger long after we've returned to reality? Perhaps sleep is far more mysterious than we've been taught to believe. Ancient civilizations, from Egypt to Greece, and Eastern spiritual traditions have long held that sleep isn't merely physical recuperation. Instead, it's a sacred doorway, an entry point where consciousness can journey through hidden dimensions, communicate with higher wisdom, and even glimpse realities that lie beyond ordinary perception. In this video, we'll dive deep into the mysteries of sleep, blending modern scientific discoveries with ancient wisdom to explore the fascinating possibilities of where our consciousness truly goes each night. We'll examine phenomena like precognitive dreams, lucid dreaming, sleep paralysis, astral travel, and the intriguing idea that our minds might be connecting to parallel realities as we sleep. Get ready for a transformative exploration. After today, sleep might never feel ordinary to you again. If this journey resonates with you, please like and subscribe right now, and hit the bell icon to stay connected as we continue exploring deeper dimensions of consciousness. Now let's begin. Most people believe that when we fall asleep, consciousness simply fades into darkness, shutting down until morning. But modern neuroscience suggests something radically different. The brain doesn't shut off at all. Instead, it shifts into another state entirely, a state equally dynamic yet profoundly different from wakefulness. During sleep, especially in the REM stage, regions of the brain related to visual imagery, emotions, and creativity become highly active. Meanwhile, the prefrontal cortex, the area linked to logical reasoning, rational thinking, and conscious decision-making, significantly reduces its activity. It's as if the mind intentionally lets go of logic to wander freely into the realms of the subconscious. Ancient Eastern traditions, particularly practices like Yoga Nidra from India and various forms of meditation from Tibet, describe a similar process. According to these spiritual practices, sleep isn't merely rest. It's a meditative state of inner exploration, where consciousness actively moves inward to confront hidden aspects of the self, process emotional blockages, and even tap into deeper spiritual insights. Ancient yogis and mystics considered sleep as essential to spiritual awakening as meditation itself, recognizing it as an opportunity for direct communion with the universe. From this combined perspective, modern neuroscience and ancient spirituality, we see sleep not as unconscious downtime, but as an intentional, dynamic shift in consciousness. It's a journey inward, where our inner self takes center stage, allowing us to navigate realms hidden beneath ordinary waking perception. The experiences we have during sleep, vivid dreams, sudden insights, intense emotional journeys, are signals from deeper layers of our own psyche. These experiences might also provide clues about the broader nature of reality and our place within it. But why does consciousness operate this way? Why would our minds remain active instead of truly resting? Perhaps sleep provides more than simple recovery. It gives consciousness the chance to reorganize itself, to integrate daily experiences, and even to transcend the limits of ordinary awareness. In this state, the brain recalibrates, reconnects, and opens pathways to spiritual wisdom or intuitive insights otherwise inaccessible during waking hours. As we continue exploring, consider this. Sleep might be the ultimate spiritual practice we undertake every night without realizing it. A sacred journey into ourselves, one that prepares us for deeper stages of awakening. And with that understanding, we're ready to venture even deeper into the mysteries of dreams themselves. Every night, we find ourselves immersed in a strange, vivid world. Dreams often feel so real, so intensely emotional, and profoundly meaningful, yet they vanish quickly upon waking. But what exactly are these mysterious experiences? Are dreams merely symbolic messages from our subconscious, or could they be gateways into entirely different realities? From a modern scientific standpoint, dreams play a critical role in processing emotions, consolidating memories, and organizing our experiences. Renowned psychologists Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung believe dreams serve as direct channels into the depths of our unconscious mind. Freud viewed dreams as windows into suppressed desires and hidden fears, while Jung expanded this idea, suggesting dreams could connect us to something even deeper, a shared collective unconscious, filled with archetypal symbols and universal truths. But this understanding isn't new. Thousands of years before Freud and Jung, ancient civilizations saw dreams as divine messages. In ancient Egypt, dreams were seen as direct communications from gods, guiding human destiny. The Greeks believed dreams came from higher realms, delivering wisdom from spiritual beings. Similarly, indigenous cultures worldwide, from Native American tribes to Australian Aboriginal traditions, have long viewed dreams as essential spiritual experiences, providing crucial insights and profound teachings. Could it be possible that modern science and ancient wisdom are describing the same phenomenon, just from different perspectives? Today, many individuals undergoing spiritual awakenings report vivid dreams, often prophetic or symbolic, guiding them toward greater self-awareness, healing, or purpose. For those experiencing their second awakening, dreams aren't random. They're intentional experiences orchestrated by consciousness itself, meant to guide, awaken, and transform. Moreover, the phenomenon known as lucid dreaming, where individuals become aware they're dreaming while still asleep, offers fascinating clues about the true nature of consciousness. Lucid dreamers can consciously navigate, influence, and even shape their dream experiences, suggesting dreams aren't merely passive events but active explorations of reality itself. Could lucid dreaming be evidence that consciousness has the power to enter alternative realities at will? As we deepen our understanding, it becomes clear that dreams may not simply reflect internal processes, but could actually represent interactions with realities outside our usual perception, dimensions where time, space, and reality itself behave differently. This leads us toward one of the greatest mysteries in the dream state, the powerful and elusive substance known as DMT, a natural chemical produced within our brains during sleep, which we will explore next. Every night, your brain quietly produces a powerful and mysterious chemical known as DMT, dimethyltryptamine. Often called the spirit molecule, DMT has become famous for its ability to trigger vivid, mystical experiences, transcendent visions, and encounters with entities that feel undeniably real. Yet, incredibly, our brains naturally release DMT during REM sleep, the deepest dreaming phase. Science is just beginning to explore the profound implications of this discovery. Researchers suggest DMT plays a crucial role in generating the intense, often surreal landscapes of our dreams. This substance seems uniquely capable of dissolving the boundaries between the self and the cosmos, creating experiences of interconnectedness, timelessness, and spiritual revelation. But while modern science examines DMT with curiosity, indigenous cultures, especially in the Amazon, have long known its extraordinary power. Shamans and healers have used plants rich in DMT, such as ayahuasca, for thousands of years. To them, this molecule isn't merely a psychedelic compound. It's a sacred doorway, allowing consciousness to journey into hidden spiritual realms, communicate with ancestral spirits, and retrieve insights essential for healing and growth. What if the nightly release of DMT within your brain serves a similar purpose? Many people undergoing a second awakening describe intense dreams filled with symbolic visions, encounters with guides, or glimpses of cosmic truths. These dream experiences strongly resemble accounts from ayahuasca ceremonies, where participants report clear messages, healing emotional wounds, or even prophetic visions. Could it be that each night your consciousness naturally accesses the same sacred space traditionally reached by shamans? From a spiritual perspective, DMT might not be a random biological occurrence, but a deliberate act of consciousness itself, a natural key that unlocks doors to expanded states of being. Perhaps this nightly journey is designed precisely to help you remember your connection to something greater, nudging you gently toward awakening. For those who've already glimpsed this deeper reality, sleep isn't merely rest. It's an intentional, sacred experience. Each dream might be guiding you closer to recognizing your true self, helping you break through the illusion of separateness and reconnecting you to the infinite source from which all consciousness arises. When we recognize that our minds naturally enter expansive states through substances like DMT, another profound question emerges. Could these states allow consciousness to move beyond the conventional constraints of time itself? This opens the doorway into an even deeper mystery: precognitive dreams and the enigmatic ability to sense events before they unfold. We've all had that strange, inexplicable feeling. A dream so vivid, so detailed, it feels undeniably prophetic. Later, we watch amazed as reality unfolds precisely as our dream foretold. These experiences, known as precognitive dreams, challenge everything we understand about the nature of time and consciousness. Historically, precognitive dreams have fascinated humanity across all cultures. One of the most renowned cases involves Abraham Lincoln, who famously dreamed of his own assassination before it happened, down to the smallest details. Countless individuals throughout history have shared similar experiences, dreams accurately predicting major events, natural disasters, personal tragedies, or even life-changing encounters. But how could consciousness possibly glimpse the future? Modern physics, especially quantum theory, suggests that linear time, the past, present, and future, is simply a perception constructed by our minds. Quantum entanglement, a phenomenon where particles separated by vast distances can instantaneously affect each other, hints at a universe interconnected beyond the constraints of time and space. If particles can transcend conventional limitations, perhaps our consciousness can as well. Ancient spiritual traditions also speak openly about the fluid nature of time. Hindu scriptures, Buddhist teachings, and indigenous wisdom from around the globe describe time not as a straight line but as a continuous loop, a flowing circle without beginning or end. From this ancient viewpoint, precognitive dreams aren't strange anomalies. They're natural expressions of consciousness temporarily stepping beyond linear reality to access deeper layers of existence. For those experiencing their second awakening, precognitive dreams become powerful indicators that consciousness is beginning to expand beyond the usual barriers. These dreams serve as undeniable proof that our reality is much more flexible and multidimensional than previously imagined. They awaken us to the truth that our minds are capable of tapping into infinite timelines, alternative realities, and possibilities waiting to manifest. Rather than simply predicting the future, perhaps precognitive dreams reveal something even more profound. The future already exists within us, accessible through expanded states of consciousness. Every dream that accurately foretells future events becomes a powerful reminder of our innate connection to the greater fabric of reality, one in which past, present, and future intertwine seamlessly. Recognizing this ability invites us to rethink who we truly are. If our consciousness is not bound by linear time, then perhaps it's not bound by physical space either. This naturally leads us to consider another powerful yet often unsettling phenomenon: sleep paralysis, the mysterious state between waking and dreaming, where reality and dreams merge in startling ways. Imagine awakening abruptly in the middle of the night, fully aware yet completely unable to move or speak. Your mind is clear, senses alert, yet your body feels like it's locked in place. You sense a presence, something unseen, powerful, perhaps even threatening. This phenomenon, known as sleep paralysis, has haunted and fascinated humanity across all cultures, offering another profound clue about the mysterious nature of consciousness itself. From a scientific perspective, sleep paralysis occurs when the brain becomes conscious before the body has fully transitioned out of the paralysis that normally protects us during REM sleep. In other words, your body remains immobilized to prevent you from physically acting out your dreams, yet your mind wakes up prematurely, creating a deeply unsettling experience. But this neurological explanation barely scratches the surface of what many people actually feel during these intense episodes. Across different cultures, sleep paralysis has long been seen as more than just a physiological glitch. Vietnamese folklore describes it vividly as bong de, literally shadow pressing, a sinister visitation from a spiritual entity. European legends speak of night hags, shadowy beings who visit sleepers and hold them down, symbolizing encounters with darker forces from unseen worlds. So why does this phenomenon resonate so deeply, universally evoking the sensation of an otherworldly presence? Perhaps sleep paralysis isn't merely a disorder but a powerful moment when consciousness stands precisely at the boundary between two distinct states of reality, wakefulness and dreaming. In spiritual terms, it can be viewed as a liminal state, a transitional space between worlds, where the veil separating physical and spiritual realms temporarily thins, allowing us direct experiences of dimensions ordinarily inaccessible. Those who experience deeper spiritual awakenings often report increased episodes of sleep paralysis, not as random occurrences, but as profound opportunities for conscious exploration. Rather than resisting, some have learned to surrender into this state, discovering that what initially seemed terrifying actually transforms into a gateway. Instead of encountering fear, they experience profound journeys, meeting spiritual guides, symbolic visions, or even glimpses into alternate realities. Ancient traditions, from Tibetan dream yoga to shamanic journeying, teach that these transitional moments, when consciousness is poised between waking and dreaming, are invaluable opportunities for awakening. Rather than mere dysfunction, sleep paralysis could be the first step toward a powerful spiritual practice known as astral projection, in which consciousness intentionally leaves the physical body to explore higher planes of existence. Seen this way, sleep paralysis becomes an initiation, a challenging yet transformative experience pushing us toward deeper awareness. It invites us to reconsider our fear, recognizing that what we perceive as unsettling presences might simply be manifestations of our own expanded consciousness, guiding us toward spiritual freedom. With this perspective, we're now prepared to venture into even deeper territories of consciousness, astral travel and lucid dreaming, exploring what happens when we learn to consciously navigate these mysterious inner worlds. If sleep paralysis is the doorway, then astral projection and lucid dreaming represent the incredible worlds waiting just beyond the threshold. Both experiences offer powerful evidence that consciousness is not merely limited to our physical bodies, but can expand far beyond, exploring vast inner realms and possibly even realities beyond our current understanding. Astral projection, known in various traditions as out-of-body experiences, describes the phenomenon where consciousness appears to separate from the physical form and travels freely through space, unbound by physical limitations. Countless accounts from different cultures, ancient and modern, describe journeys to distant places, encounters with spiritual beings, or interactions with worlds invisible to ordinary eyes. Modern explorers, such as Robert Monroe, extensively documented these journeys, providing detailed accounts suggesting our consciousness can traverse realms beyond conventional space and time. Monroe described vivid experiences where he moved freely between dimensions, meeting guides, witnessing cosmic events, and discovering profound spiritual truths about life and existence. Similarly, Tibetan monks and yogic practitioners have, for centuries, intentionally cultivated astral projection through practices like dream yoga, purposefully using these altered states to deepen spiritual insight and accelerate awakening. In their understanding, sleep isn't passive. It's sacred training, an opportunity for the soul to journey freely, access wisdom, and return transformed. Lucid dreaming, closely related yet distinct, occurs when we become fully conscious within our dreams. Rather than passively observing dream events, we awaken within them, realizing, I am dreaming. At that moment, the dreamscape transforms from something experienced passively to something consciously shaped, directed, and explored. Scientific studies by Dr. Stephen LaBerge and others at Stanford University have confirmed that lucid dreaming is not merely imagination or illusion. It's a genuine, measurable state of heightened awareness. In this state, dreamers consciously interact with dream characters, environments, and scenarios, experiencing profound emotional healing, solving creative problems, or exploring limitless worlds limited only by their imagination. Spiritually, lucid dreaming is regarded as direct evidence that we are not simply passive observers of reality. We are active creators, capable of shaping experience through our awareness and intention. For those experiencing their second awakening, lucid dreams become sacred tools, guiding personal growth, deepening understanding, and enabling direct communication with higher aspects of the self. When combined, astral projection and lucid dreaming clearly indicate consciousness is not restricted to the physical body or confined by physical laws. Rather, consciousness itself appears limitless, able to travel through dimensions, create realities, and interact with beings and realms beyond ordinary perception. This awareness invites an extraordinary realization. We are far more expansive than we've ever believed, capable of consciously journeying to realms previously thought unreachable. And within these journeys, we begin to discover the fluid, flexible nature of something we've always believed absolute: time itself. In waking life, we experience time as linear, a steady, predictable flow moving consistently from past to future. Yet in dreams, something remarkable happens. Time becomes flexible, distorted, and often profoundly mysterious. A single dream moment can stretch out, feeling like hours or days, while an entire sequence of vivid events might flash by in just seconds. What exactly happens to our perception of time when we dream? Could our experiences within sleep offer us valuable insights into the true, nonlinear nature of reality itself? Modern physics, particularly Einstein's theory of relativity, tells us that time is not an absolute constant, but a flexible dimension intimately connected to space, perception, and speed. Quantum mechanics pushes this idea even further, proposing that time as we know it may simply be an illusion created by our minds to organize experience into manageable sequences. Dreams might naturally expose us to the reality behind this illusion, a timeless state of pure consciousness existing outside the boundaries of linear progression. Ancient spiritual teachings from various cultures echo this modern perspective. Hindu texts like the Upanishads describe time as cyclic, infinite, and nonlinear, an eternal dance with no clear beginning or end. Similarly, Buddhist scriptures speak of existence beyond the linear timeline, pointing to realms where past, present, and future coexist simultaneously in an infinite continuum of possibility. When we dream, our consciousness seems to enter exactly such a state. Free of linear constraints, capable of traveling effortlessly forward or backward, experiencing multiple realities and timelines simultaneously. This timeless quality explains why precognitive dreams or profound déjà vu experiences feel so common and yet so deeply unsettling. Our consciousness momentarily glimpses the timeless truth behind linear reality. For those experiencing their second awakening, Dreamtime offers not merely a curious phenomenon but a profound spiritual lesson. By consciously exploring timeless states within dreams, we begin to recognize our own timeless nature, realizing our true identity as consciousness itself, unbound and infinite. Each dream becomes an opportunity to directly experience the deeper, more expansive truth of who we truly are. Ultimately, the fluidity of Dreamtime gently challenges our most fundamental assumptions about existence. It suggests that linear time, the comforting narrative of past, present, and future, is simply one dimension among countless others. By embracing this revelation, we naturally open ourselves to an even deeper possibility, that each dream may not merely reflect inner landscapes of the subconscious, but could actively connect us to alternate realities, parallel worlds, and other versions of ourselves existing simultaneously in a vast cosmic multiverse. This brings us closer to one of the most intriguing possibilities yet, that dreams might actually serve as doorways to entirely new dimensions, parallel universes we've always sensed but never fully understood. Have you ever experienced a dream so vivid, so detailed, yet strangely unfamiliar, as if you were briefly living someone else's life? Or perhaps you felt a peculiar déjà vu upon waking, certain you'd glimpsed an alternate version of your own existence. These uncanny experiences point toward an extraordinary possibility. What if our dreams are actually windows into parallel realities? The idea of parallel universes, known as the multiverse theory, is gaining increasing attention not just among physicists but also among spiritual explorers seeking deeper understanding. Quantum physics reveals that reality might be composed not of a single linear timeline, but of infinite branching possibilities, all existing simultaneously. Each choice we make, and even choices we never consciously acknowledge, might give rise to entirely separate worlds, each reality unfolding independently yet interconnected within an endless cosmic web. Ancient spiritual teachings have spoken of similar ideas for thousands of years. Hindu cosmology vividly describes infinite worlds existing simultaneously, each filled with unique experiences, challenges, and potentials. Buddhist texts, such as the Avatamsaka Sutra, describe countless parallel universes, all interconnected in a vast, multidimensional cosmic tapestry. Even indigenous shamanic traditions recognize dreams as sacred doorways into alternate worlds, inhabited by spirit guides and alternate versions of our own soul. So how exactly might consciousness access these alternate realities? Dreams could be the answer. When we dream, our minds naturally shift away from everyday physical reality, entering states capable of perceiving worlds invisible to waking consciousness. Lucid dreamers and astral travelers often describe visiting places incredibly similar yet subtly different from our own reality. They speak of meeting alternate selves, exploring entirely new timelines, and returning with insights or emotional healing not possible in ordinary life. For individuals experiencing their second awakening, recognizing dreams as gateways to alternate realities can be profoundly transformative. It's not just about glimpsing other worlds. It's about understanding that our identity is not limited to this single physical lifetime. We're multidimensional beings, existing simultaneously in numerous realms, each offering unique lessons, growth, and experiences. Through dream work, meditation, or intentional lucid dreaming, we might consciously explore these parallel realities, reclaim lost wisdom, heal emotional wounds, or integrate alternate aspects of our being. Each encounter within dreams can expand our awareness, teaching us profound truths about interconnectedness, spiritual growth, and the vastness of our own consciousness. By embracing the multiverse within our dreams, we expand our understanding of who we truly are, not isolated individuals limited by physical form, but expansive, infinite consciousness experiencing itself across endless dimensions. Yet this profound exploration also presents another intriguing puzzle. Why, upon waking, do we struggle to remember these powerful, life-changing dream experiences? Could there be a deeper, spiritual reason behind our forgetfulness? Have you ever wondered why the vivid experiences of your dreams fade so quickly upon waking, slipping through your fingers like sand? Despite their intensity, their emotional depth, and their spiritual insight, dreams often vanish the moment our eyes open, leaving only fragmented memories behind. Is this simple forgetfulness, or could something deeper be at play? From a neuroscientific perspective, forgetting dreams has a straightforward explanation. During sleep, especially REM sleep, the hippocampus, the region of our brain responsible for storing memories, doesn't operate the same way as when we're awake. As a result, dream experiences aren't fully transferred into long-term memory. Scientists argue that this protects us, preventing overwhelming emotions and intense dream experiences from disrupting our daily functioning. But could there also be a deeper spiritual reason for this forgetting? Ancient spiritual traditions suggest that when we dream, consciousness crosses a subtle boundary, moving into realms that differ significantly from our waking reality. Tibetan Buddhists, for example, describe a veil of forgetfulness between dreaming and waking life, a natural protective boundary preventing our conscious minds from becoming overwhelmed by the limitless possibilities experienced during sleep. Similarly, indigenous shamanic traditions speak of the dream world as sacred, powerful, and not entirely meant to be remembered fully upon waking. These cultures view forgetting as intentional, an essential safeguard to maintain balance between realities. Remembering too much could blur the boundaries between worlds, making ordinary life difficult or confusing. Yet, as we move deeper into spiritual awakening, we find ourselves naturally recalling more dreams, holding onto their wisdom, symbolism, and transformative insights. Gradually, this veil becomes thinner, allowing greater awareness to flow between waking and dreaming states. For those in a second awakening, remembering dreams can become a powerful tool, helping integrate higher consciousness into daily life. The act of forgetting dreams, then, isn't merely neurological or accidental. It's part of a delicate spiritual process, carefully balancing our physical and spiritual lives. By respecting this balance, we learn to consciously work with dreams, intentionally cultivating clearer recall through dream journaling, meditation, or mindful awakening practices. This approach transforms dreaming into a powerful vehicle for self-discovery and spiritual growth, helping us move closer to the full realization of our multidimensional identity. Dreaming becomes more than just a nighttime experience. It becomes a profound journey, consciously integrated into waking life, guiding us toward deeper wisdom, greater awareness, and true spiritual freedom. In this exploration, we've uncovered that sleep is far more than mere rest. It's a doorway into deeper realities, alternate universes, and boundless states of consciousness. Dreams become our sacred allies, guiding us toward profound awakening. If this message resonated deeply with you, please leave your reflections and experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and join us on this ongoing journey toward expanded awareness. Thank you for sharing this profound journey. Until next time, keep dreaming deeply, consciously, and freely.